The Philadelphia Eagles are currently navigating a fascinating period of transition that goes well beyond the standard off-season roster adjustments. From high-stakes investments in explosive talent to the looming shadow of the NFL draft and the ongoing chatter surrounding veteran anchors of the offense, the front office is clearly positioning the team for a major push. We are tracking a significant contract development, a potential succession plan on the offensive line, and the latest internal signals regarding a cornerstone wide receiver. The situation in Philadelphia is fluid, and the implications for the upcoming campaign are massive.
In a move that underscores the aggressive team-building philosophy of general manager Howie Roseman, the Philadelphia Eagles have finalized a high-profile acquisition that has sent waves through the NFC East. By securing a former first-round pick with an explosive skill set on a deal valued at $40 million, the organization is clearly doubling down on its commitment to speed and vertical playmaking. This investment is not merely about adding a depth piece, it is a calculated decision to elevate the ceiling of an offense that already possesses significant firepower. When you analyze the cap space management that Howie Roseman employs, it becomes evident that this contract was structured with long-term flexibility in mind. The front office remains disciplined even when making splashy moves, ensuring that the salary cap remains manageable while keeping the team's championship window wide open. For the coaching staff, this addition provides a unique tactical advantage. Opposing defenses will now have to account for an extra layer of verticality, which inevitably creates more favorable matchups for the rest of the receiving corps. The player's ability to create separation at the line of scrimmage is a trait that the scouting department has prioritized over the last few cycles. We are talking about a guy who can punish teams for playing single high safety looks, which is a common defensive adjustment in today's NFL. The analytical data suggests that his production, when aligned with the current offensive scheme, could see a significant uptick compared to his previous stop. It is also worth noting the locker room impact. Bringing in a veteran who has already navigated the pressures of being a first-round draft pick adds a level of maturity to the room. The Eagles have always valued players who understand the grind and the specific culture that the franchise fosters. This is a classic move from the front office, identifying a player whose market value may have been suppressed by external factors, while banking on his raw athleticism to thrive within the system. As we move forward, the focus will be on how he acclimates to the playbook and the chemistry he builds with the quarterback during the spring drills. Every indication from the NovaCare complex is that the organization is thrilled with the fit. It is a bold statement of intent for the upcoming season, signaling that the Eagles are not interested in a rebuild, but rather a reload. The fans should be energized by the sheer potential of this offensive group, especially when you consider the versatility this signing brings to the table. This is a dynamic addition that changes the math for opposing defensive coordinators every single week. But that is not the only situation developing right now, as the team is also looking ahead to the future of the trenches.
If you are enjoying this deep dive into the Eagles' offseason strategy, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We are tracking every move the team makes, and you do not want to miss the next update. The conversation surrounding the offensive line has shifted toward the inevitable reality of long-term succession planning, specifically concerning the legendary Lane Johnson. While Lane Johnson remains a pillar of strength and consistency at right tackle, the analytical focus of the front office is already turning toward the future. Reports suggest the Eagles are scouting high-end prospects from the ACC, specifically looking for a massive 6'7", 317-pound frame that mirrors the physical profile required to thrive in the team's zone blocking scheme. It is an exercise in foresight. You simply cannot replace a player of the stature of Lane Johnson overnight, so the strategy appears to be about finding a successor who can learn under his tutelage before taking the mantle. When you look at the tactical requirements for the right tackle position in Philadelphia, you need more than just raw size. You need the lateral quickness to handle speed rushers and the football IQ to identify stunts and blitzes in real time. The ACC prospect in question possesses the wingspan and the physical foundation that scouts crave, but the transition to the NFL level is a massive jump. Historically, the Eagles have been excellent at identifying offensive linemen who fit their culture, and they often prioritize players with high character and high motor. Adding a massive tackle to the rotation provides the team with insurance. Injuries are an unfortunate reality of the NFL, and having a high-upside rookie who can step in and perform is the hallmark of a well-constructed roster. The financial implications are also favorable, as drafting a starter on a rookie contract allows the team to allocate funds elsewhere while maintaining the standard of excellence in the trenches. This kind of planning is exactly why the team remains a consistent contender.
It is not about reacting to a problem when it happens, it is about anticipating the problem 3 years in advance. The scouts have been seen at various pro days and private workouts, putting in the work to ensure that when the time comes to move on from the current veteran leadership, the drop-off is minimal. This is a testament to the organizational philosophy that emphasizes winning at the line of scrimmage above all else. The coaching staff is intimately involved in this evaluation process, looking at tape to see how these young prospects react to pressure and how they handle high-leverage situations. It is a chess match, and right now the Eagles are setting up their pieces for the next phase of their dominance. While the fans might be focused on the immediate impact of free agency or trades, the work being done in the scouting department regarding the offensive line is perhaps the most critical task for the long-term health of the team. We are watching the potential next generation of leadership being identified, and it is a fascinating process to witness unfold.
Jay Brown. But the latest reporting from League insider Adam Schefter helps provide some much-needed clarity on the situation. The trade rumors that have circulated in various corners of the media are being met with a calm, analytical response from those close to the organization. When you peel back the layers of these reports, it becomes clear that there is no immediate desire from the front office to move on from such a transformative talent. Jay Brown has been the heartbeat of the passing attack since his arrival, and his connection with the quarterback is perhaps the most important dynamic on the entire roster. The timeline update provided by Adam Schefter serves to quiet the speculation that has been bubbling up throughout the offseason. It is essential to distinguish between the standard due diligence that any front office performs and actual tangible trade activity. The Eagles are a team that listens to every call because that is how they maintain an edge, but that does not equate to shopping their star assets. Jay Brown would fundamentally change the identity of the offense. He provides the vertical threat and the contested catch ability that makes the play calling so explosive. The coaching staff has built an entire system around his unique skill set, and losing that would require a complete overhaul of the offensive philosophy. Furthermore, the financial structure of his contract is something that the team is comfortable with, especially given the rising market for elite wide receivers. Staying ahead of the curve means keeping your best players in the building. When you look at the historical context of how this franchise handles star players, they are rarely in the business of shedding elite talent unless there is a massive discrepancy in value or a situation that has become untenable. None of those factors apply here. The communication between the player and the team remains strong, and the focus is entirely on the upcoming season. It is easy for rumors to gain traction in the void of the offseason, but the reality is much more mundane than the headlines would suggest. The Eagles are focused on building a championship-caliber team, and that starts with retaining the core pieces that allow them to compete with anyone in the league. As we get closer to the start of the season, these rumors will likely fade away entirely as the focus shifts to the field. Jay Brown at the center of their offensive success. This is a story that needed to be addressed, but the conclusion is straightforward. The team is fully committed to their playmaker.
It has been a busy cycle for the Eagles, with major moves and plenty of strategic planning in the works. Whether it is the acquisition of explosive new talent or the careful preparation for the future of the trenches, this team is leaving nothing to chance. What do you think about the direction the front office is taking this year? Are you feeling confident about the current roster construction, or would you like to see more aggression in the upcoming draft? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insider updates on the Philadelphia Eagles.